Good evening, America. This is Tom Sparks reporting for News Central, with a breaking story on global collaboration. Over to news anchor Brittany Whitbeck, who has the latest scoop on this developing story.
Thanks, Tom. You're probably wondering what global collaboration is and how it involves the classroom. Well, I'm here to tell you about it. In education, global collaboration involves a group of students, classes, and/or schools working together who are usually not located in the same school, state, and/or country.
That sounds like a great concept. How does it help the students?
Global collaboration in the classroom helps employ technology tools in ways that enrich student learning. This increases student engagement, fosters the 21st century skills, and promotes deeper and more critical learning. Global collaboration projects prepare students for their futures and are engaging them to be global citizens. By letting students interact and collaborate with partners and other students in other countries, they are developing the digital citizenship and global competence they will need to be successful in our interconnected world. Let's hear from a few teachers and see what they have to say about educator.
To me, being a global educator is more of looking beyond what is on the school grounds, looking beyond what is in the city, the state, among your country, trying to look at the world in general and trying to see how you can bring the world to your students. They may see it on TV at home, may read about the internet, but it's another thing to actually bring into your classroom and actually teach kids about people that they may not know, that they may not have even thought of existed. Trying to show them different viewpoints on different topics. Kids may feel one way about a holiday or one way about a way of life, apart from someone else in another country may see it differently. Our kids here may not understand so much about wasting water and trying to conserve it, if someone from another country may actually hold water as being extremely vital and would do anything possible to actually conserve it and keep it, because they know in certain parts of their home or even here in the U.S. it may be hard to obtain clean water. And so definitely being a global educator is trying to help students see what the world really is by exploring it through inquiry and through learning. To me, being a global educator means teaching kids to look at life from everybody's perspective. So often our kids kind of see things from their little town, their little corner of the world, and it's so amazing to see kids learn about different cultures and not be afraid or weirded out. They just think it's amazing. And our kids, it's normal. They love learning about new places and new things and new people, and it's never different or weird. It's interesting to them, and I think that's a great attitude to have as they grow up and go through life, because it'll open some. Integrating it with just our normal stuff has gotten easier as I've learned more about Common Core, and the same thing more about the countries that I teach. You find more connections here and there. You don't just try and cram it in, because that's what I think I was trying to do the first year I tried to do this. I was trying to get into global education. You learn where it flows with the kids, and that's a process. And yes, some lessons you'll have will be like, whoo, that was rough. But some lessons the kids will just be like, boom, boom, connections everywhere. And so much of the Common Core, especially with reading, is making compare and contrast and figuring out what works with what, and point of view. That is such a big thing, especially in 5th grade. And teaching the kids to read articles from other parts of the world about the United States, about what's happening in different parts of the world from other countries, gives them a better point of view, and then they understand what point of view means so much more than if you just said, here's a story about two people, what are their point of views. It means something because it's real.
There are advantages for both students and teachers in regards to global collaboration. It improves global understanding as well as having a more global competence. Most students will likely be required to solve problems that are across their borders when they enter the workforce. It is very crucial that schools prepare our kids for our changing world. As with anything, there are disadvantages to global collaboration as well. There can be problems with understanding each other, and the students might not be on the same level of learning as the other students in the global collaboration room. There is also a possibility that the technology being used does not measure up to the others. All in all, the global collaboration in the classroom sounds like a great idea that helps students understand other countries and cultures. I would use it in my classroom if I was a teacher. This is Brittany Whitbeck reporting for News Central. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Brittany. I have to say that the global collaboration in classrooms sounds like a good idea. Now on to other news.
I'm going to a global school because sometimes you get to talk with other classes from different countries. Some schools, they just teach you about America, and sometimes they just do math and science, but we do the whole world, and sometimes we even have times when you can learn different languages and stuff, and some schools, they don't do that. I like it because I think it gives you an opportunity to learn about other people and their culture.